So what I thought I'd do is just talk you through installing the mounting bar onto a mountain bike. Here's the bike we're going to install it onto. It's a Specialized Epic. I think it's last year or the year before's model. So it's a fairly modern looking mountain bike with a non-horizontal top tube. So let's take the bar out of the bag. So this is the rear of it. This goes on the seat post, and this is the front piece. This goes over the front by the handlebars. And obviously, this is the thumb screw that the seat screws into. And before we go any further, these are the tools that you need. This is just your bog standard Allen key, courtesy of IKEA, and this is just a little spanner, or a pair of pliers would do as well. So first thing to do is obviously just take the paper off the back. Check the plastic. And so this is going to go on the seat post end, and this is going to go on the handlebars end. This is obviously the thumb screw that just attaches to the seat, and this is the bolt that holds the two telescopic pieces of the beam together. So the first thing I always do is just loosen that off. That allows this to adjust to any length, and just leave it loose until you fit it on the bicycle and you're done. Something else just to watch out for is that in here there's a couple of plastic spacers. I find like 99 times out of 100 you need to remove those. So the first thing I'm going to do now is just unscrew these two bolts and take the plastic spacers out, and then we'll go to putting it onto the bicycle. So that's those two bolts off. So then just take these pieces of plastic out. There we go. Just pop the plastic out like that, and do the same on the other one, and then we'll put it on the back of the bicycle. Okay. So what I then do is I just put the put the pieces back together, and what you should find is that you can actually leave one of these two screws in place before you put it onto the front of the bicycle. So I'll just put this one in now, so it's kind of holding it together. Okay. And the other thing that's worth doing before you put it on the bicycle is actually just loosening off the front of the frame of the bar as well. Otherwise, you just got to do it on the bike. It's a bit of a pain. So I just loosen off both sides, and then actually undo one of them all the way. So again, so you can just open the bracket fully. And again, you may find that you want to remove the plastic spacer. I think we can leave it on. We'll try it and see. Okay, so what I do is I just rest the front of the bar on the bicycle like that, and then because the beam's adjustable, as we said earlier, I just extend it out, drop that in like that. So just resting it together like that, as I said, I just feed the bolt through, put the washer on, and I'm only trying to get it just thumb tight at the moment. I'll tighten it all up later. So that's the rear piece finished. So moving on to the front piece. Again, just slip it over, and then in goes the bolt. Again, just thumb tight until I go and get the Allen key. Okay, so now as you can see, all the four bolts are in. They're thumb tight. I've left the plastic washer or the spacer in the front one, And now all I've really got left to do is to tighten up the 4 bolts, and of course don't forget to tighten up the central bolt that's just locking the telescopic beam in place. And the back ones just require a little bit more coordination, because you've got to hold the bolts in place as you screw it down. But again, it's pretty simple. So here's a aweeride. Just drop the aweeride on top. Find the hole in the middle. Drop the screw in. And job done.